What's up, guys? Welcome back to the shop. And today I wanted to do a little video. It's not going to be very long, but I wanted to show you why I haven't been posting long form as of lately. I have a whole bunch of content that's filmed and ready to be edited. It's just a lot of my time has been taken up trying to get something done. So as you guys know, we had the Crewville tore apart. We were starting to put the ProCharger stuff on it, and then that all came to a grinding halt as we prepared for Dragfest. So we put the car back together because FedEx screwed us on that car, and we put this back together so we could run Dragfest, hot August nights. And I mean, we almost PB'd with the car. It was pretty exciting. We were 7/1000ths from PBing with the car. And if you think about that, what we ran down in Florida, down like at sea level, and then we come up here to the elevation we're at, that's a pretty good feat. So so I kind of want to just go through some stuff with you as to what we got going on. As you can see, the shop is pretty much done. We got to do something with these lights because it's not what I wanted. And so we're fixing that. We got a company that sent out some lights, and I'll have a video on that. But I want to go through some of the stuff that we have going on or that's on the Chevelle right now, just because there's some really cool parts here and we've done some cool things. So check it out. And for the record, we got some really cool stuff that's in the works. It takes me time because I'm only one guy to build different things and do different stuff. So I have like a list of different, builds, you could say. We got Frank, we got the Chariot, we got some new stuff we're picking up today, and a couple other things. And it's going to take time to kind of build them and go have fun with them. But we do have a bunch of really cool things that have happened, and I'm excited about it. So getting into the Crewville. So we have a Holley Hiram on here now. We have the 105 throttle body. So when we've originally built this, everything was built so that all this could go on and not have to change fuel system and all that stuff. So I do have to build some new fuel lines. That's it. We have dual 450 pumps that are good to 1700 horsepower, I think it is. And our ProCharger that we're putting on here, it's a F1A94. So it's good to, I think it's 1300 horsepower. So we'd really like to see 1,000 wheel out of this. I don't know if we'll push it that far because I want it reliable and not to break. So it's still our Blueprint Engines 540, the Power Adder Edition. We're keeping our Lemons headers, FTI transmission. We do need to change torque converter on it, but we're just starting to get stuff plumbed up here. And one thing when I started plumbing this, so I was going to have the outlet right here and then come this way, but it wouldn't clear my hood. So we had to do this. So, so this comes around and then it comes down through here underneath and into our intercooler. And then on this side, it's going to do the same thing. I got to work on this side still. It's going to do the same thing, come down through the fender, up here, and into the intake. So I do have to build an elbow. We're going to put a V-band on here, and just to make things a little more simple. But one thing that kind of caused us some grief was this radiator. There's nothing wrong with it. It cooled the car great. It was awesome. But I can't get my coolant to the engine. So we reached out to Cold Case Radiators, and they are sending out basically the same setup that is in the Pink's car. So it's their drop-in LS A-body kit is what it is. It's got dual 14-inch fans, and they're a lot narrower than these. And so it'll make it easier for changing belts if we ever have to, but it's an LS style, so the outlet is over here instead of over there. So that's what's on the car currently. I'm just fitting pipe. I'm gonna get this stuff welded up, and let's see what else is in here. Oh, so next thing we'll move on to is our control arms. So we ran into a bunch of issues with our upper and lower control arm bushings. This car has about 1,200 kilometers or 1,200 miles on it, 1,500 maybe, and we've gone through 2 sets of bushings. Now that's not very good. So well, I keep saying we, but I have made the decision that we are going back to basically stock suspension in the front. We're doing the same. We looked at what the Pinks car did with the suspension it had and how great it worked. So we're putting stock springs back into the Chevelle. We're putting the stock A-arms back on it. I have all that. It was all on here at one point, but I threw it in the back of a truck. It's all rusty. I got to clean it up, put new ball joints in it. And I think that'll fix our issue with the heat on the poly bushings because they're rubber now. So that should sort that issue out. So we have Moog ball joints and bushings. We have a new set of Moog springs as well. And what else? And actually, one thing that we had that was kind of a pain with this car was every time the suspension moved, it would clang, like the spring was moving. So I ended up getting a set of spring insulators just because we need them. Well, let's have a look at our parts. So this is all the stuff that's got to go on here. Let's see. We got injector harness. We've got, what's that? Crank sensor. So this engine, with what we're doing, we need a crank signal and a cam signal. So we have a cam button in there, and then we will put on a flying magnet crank sensor. So I have a new balancer I got to put on that as well. We are putting a Holley Dominator EFI ECU on it. And I mean, there's just a box full of Holley parts here, wires and pressure sensors, all the stuff need to run it. What else do we got here? So yeah, the Holley Dominator, that's going to be great because everything we're doing on this car, the Holley Dominator is actually a lot more than it would actually need. But if we decide to take this car faster and put shock sensors and ride height sensors, all that stuff, the Dominator is going to be able to do it. Now, one thing that we've been struggling with this car is the shocks. The rear shocks, they work great. We haven't had, well, we had one issue on sick week with them. We blew one out. And that was mostly just because the car's so heavy, like it squats so bad on the passenger rear tire. It just hits so hard. So we're trying to get away from that and square up the back end. And so we're putting with our, bear with me here. This is a lot to talk about. So with our new stock suspension in the front, we're putting on Viking dual adjustable shocks with that. Same as what's on the Pinks car. Exact same stuff. They're absolutely great shocks. I was impressed with them with the Pinks car and how easily they were adjusted, all that stuff. So I'm excited for when those show up, we can get those put on. But the biggest thing that we needed on this car is an anti-roll bar. And that is just to hopefully try and get that rear end to launch square and take the body twist out of this thing. Like we could put a sway bar on it, but it's on the suspension side. This actually attaches to the frame and it should really help. My buddy Rich, you guys know Canadian Chuck Norris, he's got a very similar one on his car, and he said that's what I need. And that guy puts 100,000 miles on a drag and drive car, so you're gonna listen. So yeah, I went with the UMI Performance one. I'm not sponsored by them at all. I was looking for one, and this was kind of what I wanted. It's a bigger diameter pipe, and I think it's gonna work out good. What else do we got? Vibrant Performance. Let's talk about these guys. Vibrant Performance has been awesome. So we met them at a driven car show, I believe it was in Toronto, and it's a Canadian company. I didn't know that. And we were set up across the aisle from him, and we started talking with him, and Bruno there is just awesome. He's like, hey, if there's anything you need, let me know, see if I can help you out. So when we started building this car, I wanted my exhaust, like being everything that I did to the car, I wanted oval exhaust, and Vibrant had that. We have Vibrant mufflers on the car, and it's all sitting over in a pile. We took everything off for hot August nights, shed some weight on the car. But yeah, so then I got a hold of him again here while we were doing the Pro Charger, and I sent out a list of stuff I thought I needed, and a few days later the boxes showed up. So huge shout out to Vibrant. It makes it so easy. It's been just awesome stuff to work with. What else? I'm gonna have to talk about the hood. So we took the stock hood off just because I wanted to save some weight for hot August nights. We put my wife's hood on off her car, and I like it. I like the look of the big cowl on it. And so I have this hood on here with this setup, and everything fits underneath it. So I'm not sure yet if my wife really wants her hood back, so she might get hers back. I might order a cowl for mine, or else we're gonna I'll show you what we would have to do. So we basically have to, we'd have to cut a hole like right here for the throttle body and part of the intake on the Chevelle, because it sticks up so much. It just barely doesn't clear a stock hood, which we could probably get it to clear if I did some massaging on something. But so yeah, this isn't a build video. It's just to explain to you guys what's been going on. We've been running around like crazy, and I'm trying to get this car done because I want to go to Ice Cream Cruise in Nebraska. That's what I'm trying to get it done for. And the reason we haven't put out anything about Ice Cream Cruise and stuff like that is because if the car's not done, I got nothing to take. Pink's car's down right now. It's gonna get fixed here soon, but I got a lot going on. So I'm trying to just work on the car, get it done, and put out some shorts for you guys. You guys are loving those. I appreciate you guys watching them. But yeah, and then we got some events coming up. Like we got our giveaway that we're doing right now. We are giving 2 tickets away to Pomona, the NHRA drag race finals. And so basically you're gonna get a $1,500 travel voucher. You're gonna get a hotel for 2 nights, I think it is, for the races. And we're gonna go out for supper, all that stuff. So you get the VIP treatment that I get when I go to NHRA. So it's really exciting. If you go to our website, whatnoway.com, you can get entered in that. There's no purchase necessary, but every $10 you spend on the website gets you an entry into it. And August 31st, this weekend, is the final day. So we're gonna be drawing on September 5th, and we'll have a video come out of who the lucky person or persons that's coming to the races. So, yeah, what else can we talk about in here? There's that, but we'll talk about that at another time. We got a video coming out about that. But the Pink's car, it needs some love. It's dusty, it's dirty. We got to get this thing up to Calgary because they are going to finish the wrap job on it. We didn't have the time to get the whole wrap done on the car, but I like it the way it is, but I think it's gonna look really, really awesome finished. If it isn't awesome, I'll just peel it off and we'll go back to this. But so yeah, this is the fan setup that we are getting from Cold Case Radiators, and they'll be sending the same setup to put in the Chevelle. And you can see it's a lot more narrow. The fans sit lower, so it's just more clearance. But we've dubbed this car Bad Bitch. I kept calling it that when we were down in Rockingham, and it kind of stuck. So yeah, so this car, it's going to PRI. It'll be in the Power Tube TV booth. And so we do have to get it cleaned up, get it running so we can drive it in there rather than, push it. Because I've had to push it into a show already, and that was no fun. It came off the winch cable and just about went through that wall. So that wasn't much fun. So yeah, we got a lot going on. We got a lot of cool stuff. We've got a Sea-Doo now, so we got some videos coming on that. But it all takes time, and I know you guys want to see all the build process, like the whole, showing me work. I'm only one guy. I don't have a cameraman. It's all just I'm just filming, holding my camera. So it's hard for me to do everything. This car took twice as long to build because I had to film it and document everything on it. If you don't have to film and you can just work and not edit videos and all that, would get done quick. So yeah. So bear with me. We do have new content, new long form coming out. It's just I'm trying to get caught up on some projects here. And once I'm caught up on projects, then we can get all that content out to you, and we can start some new projects. And once I get everything caught up and the new projects start, then there'll be every 2-3 days, we'll have a long form of what we did and all that stuff. And winter's coming, so they're saying there's going to be a lot of snow. And if that's the truth, I got some ideas. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe, all the things. I really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 500,000 subscribers on our YouTube before the end of the year. So we got a ways to go, but I think we can do it. Thanks, guys.